I still had dreams, more nightmares of my time beyond the wall. The warmth of Essos did help with the melting of them, but after waking from my nightmares, I find myself surrounded by enemies, and it is of our own making. It would seem that the Lords of Essos are more intertwined than I thought. One even harbouring connections all the way in the Iron Isles. They will have a hard time sending their fleets across the narrow sea. They'll have to go all the way down past Dawn. Quite the sail. No, I think their declaration of war is more formality than anything else. However, formality or no, if they land their longships upon my shores, we'll be sure to give them a proper welcoming party. Who am I kidding? Not even myself. We can only keep up this charade for so long. Carcinus is rebuilding, but we need an army large enough to defend ourselves and strong enough to stretch out across the rest of the east. Our enemies must learn that we will not bend so easily. No. Carcinus and the crab both share hard shells. We will not be so easily cracked. Throw what you will at us. We will still remain.
Kia ora, guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Raikon here, and welcome back to Raewyn's Tale. We are here in Bravos with only 15 in our party, just our companions. At the end of the last episode, the world declared war on us. Well, not the whole world, but a whole heap of the different nations around us are now at war with us in one way or the other. Norvos is at war with us. Pentos is at war with us. Myr is at war with us. Lice is still at war with us. Tyrosh, they're not at war with us. Atlantis, they're not at war. I think Cohor's still cool with us as well. But then we got the bloody Iron Islands at war with us as well. And the reason these wars have kicked off is we decided to imprison some lords because, I felt like it would be a good idea to do at the time. Apparently those lords had some connections, and those connections have then pulled the other city-states into wars. Yeah, so it's not great for us. So I gotta say at this stage, it's probably not gonna look very good for Kovisko and Gara because they are outer lying towns, provinces. We can't really do much for them at this stage. Right now, Pentos and Norvos don't hate us, but they will still take advantage of us being at war. So they're going to raid us, they're going to try and do those things. I'm going to try and avoid confrontation if we can. Really, it kind of sucks because we are a little stuck at this stage. I am going to want to try and sail out one more time. We still have a decent number of chalices in our inventory, but we're in war times at the moment, so we need to be ready to sail back at the first chance we can get. Really, what I'm wanting to wait for is them to make the first move. We're going to take the time now to just try and build our economy, what economy there is, and just try and get these two cities back up on their feet, because if we go out there, if we start aggressing more and more and more, it's just going to get worse and worse for us. So it's going to be a lot of off-camera stuff for me, but I'm going to be advancing through time and trying to get Raewyn in a position where she can start to make some moves in Essos. Interesting. We've actually only just sailed away, and we have an offer for one of the princes. We are going to accept the offer. Yeah, for better or for worse, we are going to have to release those lords and perhaps not take them again in the future. So we have arrived in Gulltown. Let's see what our prices are looking like here. Ideally we would sell everything, but no, we are, looks like, going to be in a bit of a fight to begin with. Bandits are around and wow, okay, oh, they're behind us. Alan here, getting straight into the thick of things. Alright, come on then, bandits. Show us what you got. Okay. Nothing like a little noggin knock. There we go. Do we have any others remaining? Martin, you are freaking me out in your equipment there, and they fall dead. Yes, okay, well, let's see if we can go into Gulltown here. We are going to go to the marketplace and to goods, and yeah, no, they're selling for a good amount. Nowhere near as good as they were selling in Pintos. Why do they have to be at war with us? Ah, dear. What can you do? Honestly, I don't know if I want to sell the Exquisite one here for that price. I'd be more on board with selling maybe a Masterworks. I know that we can get a better price for those. So we're going to go ahead and sail on and see if we can get something a little bit more to our liking. Okay, we have arrived in Maidenpool. Let's see if we have any better luck here. And yes, indeed, we are having much, much better luck. Fantastic. We're going to continue on towards Salt Pans and see how we fare there. Salt Pans is looking okay. We'll just go ahead and sell one here. We are going to have to continue a little further inland to sell off some of the others. And, well, as we can see, the Iron Islands are at war with us, so ideally we will be missing them out. Perhaps then to Duskendale. And, of course, Duskendale is producing their own golden chalices. Of course they are. Oh, Cohor and Norvos are at war. That could be good for us. We are close now to King's Landing once again, more than likely appearing here in disguise. We'll see. Oh, God damn it. Of course, everyone is in the Chalice game now. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. Ah, dear. Well, maybe even Hull. Okay, well, Hull isn't producing, but they're also not buying for a whole amount, so I guess we're just going to have to go back with what we have. In saying that, though, we do have some rotten food that might be better for us to get rid of, and perhaps purchase some new food. Food that's going to last us a decent while longer. We will be stopping by Gulltown along the way as well. They're not great prices, but they're not terrible prices at the same time. Okay, let's see. And yep, they're not the best prices in the world. So looks like we're going to be able to get away with selling maybe 2 of them here. We're going to have to keep the rest stashed aside for a rainy day. But still, we managed to get a little bit of extra coin, which will help us in the long run. But back to home we go. We're traveling through the forest and we see a peasant tied to a tree, probably by a bandit. We are going to free the peasant. Okay, we have made it back home, and at this stage, we can see that Bravos, they kind of like us, which is good. We need to keep them on our side, but I've been thinking we need to try and do this kind of work for all of our other places. We will start here by going to meet with the Guildmaster to see if there is anything that we can be doing for them. Let's see, any jobs? Let's see, there we go, a job. Local wine. Okay, deliver to Tyrosh. Well, we could sail down to Tyrosh. We do have some things to sell, so yeah, sure. Why not? We shall do that. But before we leave, we are going to have a look at some of the other smaller locations around here to see if we can assist them meeting the village elder, because they're not super happy with us. We did tax them quite a bit, so let's see. Hardships. They need some grain. How much grain? 6 packs of grain. Sure, we will attempt to bring you some grain. 6 packs worth though, okay. Well, hopefully we can get some of that from Tyrosh, because we ain't getting it from anywhere around here. We just produce chalices and nothing else. What about you, village elder? Let's see if we can help you with anything. Any tasks? I see. Okay, we have dealt with this before, heading over towards Traeger. Now this is going to make Traeger upset with us, so I'm just going to say we're too busy at this stage because, you know, you swap one place for the other and we don't want that. Eventually we will be able to help them out with something that's going to be more beneficial to both locations. Let's head down to Galano and Raios before we start to make our way down south. I'm really hoping that while we do, we don't run into any trouble up here, because it'll take us quite a while to get back. Let's see, Village Elder, what can we do for you? They really aren't super happy with us here. Okay, any task we can help with? Castle, how many do you need? 6 heads. Okay, alright, we can manage that, I think. Let's head over towards Traeger real quick and see if we can purchase some of those cattle. Of course, our village is under attack by Lud Whitehill. Bloody Whitehill, eh? He's signed on with the Iron Islands, and he's actually attacking Traeger. Well, that's where we're heading at the moment. Now, we don't have a huge amount of troops in our army at this stage. Ludhill, we want to try and see if we can find a way around you to be able to get some of our troops from Bravos. That would be the ideal, and it looks like we're going to be able to do that easily enough. Okay, let's manage this garrison. Okay, I'm going to say this is probably good enough. Let's go ahead and leave, and we are going to chase after Ludhill here and see if we can, well, we've definitely stopped him from raiding Traeger, but he's so far away from home right now, I'm hoping we're going to be able to catch him, although his speed might be somewhat better than our own. We can definitely run him out of here. Yeah, he's going to be faster. Well, as long as he knows to stay away for now, we'll be happy, and unfortunately, that kind of sucks. In saying this though, things are looking a little bit better. The Ironworks is just doing such a bloody good job. Ironworks in Old Town, not so much. This is a bit better. The dyes still aren't doing great at all. We only have 2 other dye works left. I don't know why the dye's just kind of taken a massive, dip. We can see though that our wealth is actually looking okay. Our party costs, yeah, that was up, but we actually have a decent amount of funding. Staff costs, okay. Tributes from your nobles, none yet because we don't have any. We will eventually. And so it's just minus a little. That's good, I'm happy with that. So, back to Traeger, we're going to see if we can get ourselves some cattle to run them on down, and we will return these troops before we go sailing anywhere else, but bloody Lud is making me a little uneasy. So let's go meet with or rather buy supplies. You sell chalices? I'm not surprised. Let's talk to the village elder. I'm going to see if we can buy anything here. I want to buy some supplies, I want to buy some cattle. No cattle left in the village. That might be an issue that we run into in both places here. Yes, and we can't take cattle across the sea, so, Right, to the village elder, and hope that you're going to have something for us. Buy supplies, cattle. Okay, you have 1. Okay, we'll take the 1 for now. Okay, so at least I'm pretty sure the cattle will follow us. So drive the cattle onwards. And, yes, oh, look at that. Bloody Lud Whitehill. And he's up at Galano, yes. We might actually have to get rid of some of our troops for this to kind of work out for us. Yeah, quite possibly. Bloody Lud, eh? Get out of here. Scram. So that's our first castle. Okay, so that's 1. We're not going to eat the berries. Whoa, what? We lost 21 handed weapon proficiency because I didn't eat the bloody berries. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, I know it's a bit of back and forth, but we're going to have to go back to Bravo to drop off some troops because we're just too slow. Okay, we're at 85 now, so we still have a numbers advantage. I'm going to hope that this is a better number. God, he is non-stop, isn't he? Okay, so I think our sight's a little bit better than him. I think we're going to be able to catch him. Let's see. 4.3, and I think he had 4.5. Oh, yeah, he does. He's just faster, but if he makes a mistake here, it's all over. You shouldn't have gone for that caravan, sucker.
We meet again, Lady Raewyn Celtigar. What is your bidding?
Well, let's see. Perhaps we could make peace with the Iron Isles.
I'm in no position to offer you anything. You must speak with King Balin Greatjoy.
I'm sure. Well, in that case, I'll just take your head.
All right. Let's do this thing. We're impotent. My friend, you are impotent. Impotent and impudent. Both of those things. We're going to plan our battle. Prepare the orders and dispatch. Enough planning to battle. Yes, to battle with Lud Whitel, and oh, what a nice battlefield. I like it a lot. Let's get our cavalry right off towards the side. Okay, everyone's spreading out as they should. I would like you all to go ahead and advance 10 paces. Yet again, movement orders. Nope, not what I'm after. Okay, I'm going to get the cavalry to come back a bit here because I think they are they're antagonizing them a little bit too much. Or rather, let's get you all the way over that side there. I can't even see my thing. There we go. I can now. And if we can make it back towards our baggage, I would really like to swap out for our war helmet. Let's see. Are we close enough to be able to access it? Is that your starting position? Yes, I know. But where exactly? I don't see our baggage. Well, that's an awful shame. Are you showing off there? Garrett, of course you are, Garrett. Garrett Longley. Showing off with his bow. So usually there is a little trunk that you can access. Because we really should have swapped out for our war helmet. I bet that's Lud up there on the hill. Yeah. How about we go say hello? I think we should. Let's do it. Obviously, it's going to be a little tricky to land this, but we are going to do our damn best. Here we go, Lud. Here we go. And yes, I know there's lots of archers. There we go. Worth it. Bloody worth it. Okay. Snake. Snake. Good stuff. There we go. That is how a battle is started, Raewyn. Just ride towards them. Absolutely annihilate them. Okay. Alright, while they're making their way across like this, we are going to send our cavalry in, but as soon as they make contact, we're going to get them to ride back. We just want to try and antagonize them from all sides at this point. What would be the ideal is if our cavalry can go for their archers from behind. It looks like, yeah, they've got a lot of Bear Island troops here. Okay. Yep. They kind of just eat up our cavalry. That's okay. We didn't want them anyway. Okay, getting a few slashes in here. I don't know how good their archers are. They're trying to flank us at the moment. We'll take care of these ones at the rear. Try to. Back around we go. Oh, we're missing quite a bit. There we go. After you. Oh, hello. Not friends. Oh, yep, we've had a few losses. We are still on top there. Good. Alright, we need to get back towards our horse. New enemies have arrived. Oh, you got a little damage there, didn't you? We're alright, though. Alright, let's go for this two-handed swing. Oh, shoot. Wow. Yeah, that hurt a bit. That hurt quite a bit. Yeah, these units aren't half bad. I mean, they don't have any shields, so the archers do a number on them. A damn good number. Alright, let's get off this horse. Oh, guess that was bound to happen. Come on. Good work, archers, good work. Lovely work, in fact. Okay, well, at this stage, it's going to be a little bit of a standoff. Their archers are going to want to try and stand further away, and our blokes really shouldn't be chasing after the archers. So I think the best thing we can do is actually ask our archers to advance. as the fact that they had reinforcements mean that we will also have reinforcements. Ow, don't turn around. We will win against Lud, and I really want to capture him, I really do, but I feel like if we do, then that's a whole heap of other lords that we could potentially piss off. Okay, looks like some of them have actually run out of arrows, so they're starting to rush towards us a little bit more. Back up against the trees. Oh wow, machine gun arrows coming through. Alright, infantry, can you move up on these archers please? You'd be so kind. We'll try and keep their attention from the rear. Oh, that was a good hit. Where'd you get your bloody 200x from? These northern units, they're not half bad. Keep going after them. Here we go, here we go. Knock them down. They're gonna keep on running back as well, aren't they? Tricky little tricksters. Okay. Infantry are trying to chase down these bloody archers. We're probably going to go down here as well. Alright, we'll go two-handed. We've got no more shield. We'll just try and dodge and weave. Try to. Yeah, they're just being annoying. I think we might just have to ask our archers to charge. Yeah, before we go down. Charge! Move up on them. They're just being dicks now. And we will not go down so easily. And then we go down, of course we do. Alright, so the archers are moving up this stage. The fight continues, that it does. And it's just this last group of them that are going to be a little frustrating for us to deal with. I'd love if our archers could actually just kind of stand their ground now and fire. I mean, if they don't have arrows, they should definitely be charging. Okay, come on. Let's just order a charge again, I think. Here we go. Move up on them, thank you. Few arrows still going over towards them. I think we're only going to successfully hit our own guys here, really. Nice, good work. Cleaning up what's left. One guy left there. Hey! Come on, this has got to be it. The last of Ludsmen. Good work. Good bloody work. I nearly hit retreat then. Now we finish the battle. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual losses. We only lost 19, whereas they lost 78. Oh boy. And let's see. Oh, we did capture Lud. You know what? We are going to let you go, though. You can scurry back across the narrow sea and live to fight another day. Yeah, let's go ahead and share the loot with our men. We're going to take what we can of what's here, and oh, we're actually at capacity. Oh, we have all that local wine that we still need to send all the way down to Tyrosh. Well, I guess we got to get on that, don't we? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and accept that. We managed to get some of our troops upgraded. We're going to go ahead and return them. And yeah, I was kind of hoping to be able to have more stuff to send to Galano. We're just going to have to try Uthmo again in a little while. But for now, back to Bravos and then onwards. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see. Maybe we can do something for Rios as well. Yes, we'll attempt that first. Let's have a quick word. Norvos and Volantis have made peace. Well, that's not so good. We need them all fighting each other. Yes, that would be best for us. But for now, let's have a chat to the Guildmaster. Let's see, Guildmaster, what can we do for you? Let's see. Alright, a job. Escort a caravan to Lordsport. Sorry, no can do. I do want to help you out, but it's just not going to happen that way at the very least. So back to Bravos, drop off the troops and head down to Tyrosh. As we're traveling down towards Tyrosh, we have seen a religious fanatic. who's holding service in one of our villages. We're just going to ignore him for now. That's fine. That's fine. It looks like we are actually going down via land rather than sea, and it seems that we actually get deposits from the Iron Bank like a little bit more frequently, and it's just kind of growing ever so slowly, and I'm happy with that. Oh, you can chase me down if you desire, but you're not going to catch me. We have an offer from the Wrath. We're going to go ahead and accept that offer. At least it's not as far for him to travel, but we are nearly here in Tyrosh. We're going to drop off some wine, among other things. We do need to look out for, potential enemies. So, I think that was it. Let's have a look. Deliver, units of local wine to Tyrosh. I'm assuming that we're going to speak, to the tavern. Okay, let's pop into the tavern and see who we're meant to talk to here. More than likely we've got a scholar here. The tavern keeper, I'm assuming? Let's see. Yes. There we go. Fantastic. We have improved our relationship with both Tyrosh and Bravos. Fantastic. Excellent. We will be leaving now. Is there anyone here of interest? Let's see. A Tyrosh skirmisher. Very cool looking mask on you. We've got a slave trader. Yes, I don't suppose we could sell the Lord, can we? Let's see. I'm intrigued. Sure. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like we can do anything there. That's fine. Off to the marketplace, though, and yes, we can sell. Oh, good stuff. Our chalices for a decent profit, and I think we are just going to sell them all here, just so that we are done of them, and yes, I'm bloody happy with that. 9,000 coins. Excellent. Oh, we had some more down here as well. Okay, well, I guess we could... we could quickly go and check out somewhere else. We need to buy some grain, hopefully not eating it though, so let's get lots of bread, just so that we're actually not consuming the grain, because we need a fair amount. Oh, you don't quite have enough. Well, I guess we could take one of those back, couldn't we? Yes, there we go. Sure, we're going to head back for now. We're going to leave. Let's just check our notes and see exactly how much wheat we needed. 6 packs of grain. So we have 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more. Let's go to Mesa Fair. Mesa? I'm never going to get it right. I always just see it and I'm thinking, Mesa. I go straight to freaking, there's a melee! I go straight to Jar Jar Binks, as you do. But yes, there is a melee. I'm very happy about that. We can put on a bit of a show, and these chalices sell for so much gold here, which is great, and they can't afford it, so let's not completely bankrupt them. But we'll go ahead and sell off some of these other little bits and pieces that we have to sell. Looking at the horse merchant here, we're going to go and sell that, and that. And not quite. Horse merchant, armor merchant. Oh boy, we're making some profit here, and I'm probably going to want to try and put more of this stuff into the Iron Bank, because it's going to keep making more and more funds for us, and that goes into our treasury as well, that's nice. I like that. I think it's considered as being part of our treasury. At least it seems to be that way. We should possibly look at buying some grain from here. No, you don't have any. You do have some smoked fish. We could buy some of that, but no, I think we're okay for now. We're going to go ahead and take part in this melee. We shall join it, and we will place a bet on ourselves. It looks like it's pretty much just 2 other combatants and then all of our folks. So we're going to go ahead and place a bet on ourselves, 500, and that's going to be a pretty good profit if we win. So I will show you the fight between Raewyn and the first 2 combatants. We'll see how she fares. Ow. Not bad. I am wanting to try and improve our swinging with our 2-handed weapon. We'll go up against the next. Only a little bit of damage being done to us so far. Oh, you know what? Sure, let's go with this. We'll just knock you over. Yes, very quickly dealt with. And now, let's go ahead and skip to the end. Okay, and we are done. And I think the most interesting thing about these tournaments is actually figuring out who is winning out of our folks. And today, it goes to Aelin Cargyle. Well done, Elin. Well done. And yes, look at that. Fantastic. And we actually got a decorated bow. Very nice. Thank you very much. We could join the feast. And you know what? Maybe we should. Let's see. Are you the Lord of Tyrosh? Maybe we could potentially broker some kind of a trade deal. We do have good relations. Aliquio, I see.
Do I know you?
You might. My name is Lady Raewyn Celtigar. I hail from the north, I suppose you could say. I am at your service.
I am Aliquio.
Sorry, I'm not going to be able to say his name. I did. But yes, you are the Lord here. Okay, I see. Fantastic. Well, you're not the, yeah, I don't think we can actually, yeah, no, we can't, because you're not the faction Lord. So, we'll go ahead and just accept our victory. Now, there could be, reason for us to want to stay here overnight, because there might be another bout tomorrow night, quite possibly. So we'll stay here for the night. It is the morning currently. With Lords just arriving, it does make me think that this was the first, and Volantis and Pincers have gone to war. How terrible. And the House Targaryen has declared war against Lorath. Our enemies are starting all these other wars. That's just terrible. Terrible for them, but good for us, because it takes their attention away from us, and that's exactly where I want their attention to be, really. We're very lucky that we haven't been attacked by Blood or anyone else like that. And with it being morning, let's see, yes, there is another melee, and well, I'm pretty sure we know how this is going to go, unless there are others here. We're going to go place a bet myself, and they're pretty sure how it's going to go, and looks like we actually do have 2 extras. So let's go ahead and smash our way through this tournament. And that is another victory. This one not going to us though. Well, the second place, that is. The first place definitely went to us, and okay, good. And they did not have a gift for us, unfortunately, but I am happy with that. Very, very happy. And let's just go to the feast and see if we can recognize any of the other lords here. So there are a few magisters, and I don't know if one of those magisters, I think the magisters are probably just like lords, really. So we'll go ahead and pass them by for now. Let's have a look at that bow. It's a nice bow, and we should be able to give that to one of our folks. And bags of salt. I thought they might be grain. Unfortunately, they are not. Let's have a look at some of the other villages around here, though, to see if we might be able to pick up some grain from them. Grain is kind of unlikely, I think. But, you know what? We'll poke our head into Tyrosh on the way back. Yes, they do have grain. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and pick up 2 lots of that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we just need 2 more, I'm pretty sure. Excellent. Well, we've kind of been digging into one of them. So I guess that's going to be okay, right? Sure. Alright, let's take that for now. And we will go to the castle here because the Archon is around. And wow, okay. I don't like that we've got multiple different types of music going on here, but this is quite the haul. Archon Bessario. Let's see.
Do I know you?
My name is Raewyn. I'm here to talk.
I am Archon Bessario.
I'm really bad with the pronunciations today, but here's the Lord of Tyrosh and Bloodstone. Yes. Let's see. Ask something. I wonder. There isn't really anything we can do in terms of trade here, and I'm pretty sure we have to do that at home. Let's get out of here before this music drives us all mad. That's better. Back to other music. And you know what? I think it's probably going to mean back to home for now. Yeah. We are approaching some Pentoshi villages. I want to see if we can buy some extra supplies from here. No, it's just lumber. Okay, well, we do want to make our way back home. It's going to be a little tricky riding through these different patrols, but we are fast, with our party being so much smaller. We're slipping through at this stage. Let's see if we can keep that up. Okay, so we're approaching Seno at the moment. I'm going to want to see if we can buy supplies first of all, and some smoked fish, but then just meet with the village elder and see if we can buy some cattle, because we still need extra cattle. Buy supplies, buy cattle. You've only got one. Fine, one will have to do. Alright, cattle, where are you? Here you are, and you are being driven onwards towards Galano. We could talk to Lyndon as well, actually. Let's have a look. Please stay with me, cattle. Please stay with me. Okay, let's see. Buy supplies. Nothing there. And we will go and talk to the elder about picking some stuff and things up. Alright, buy cattle. 1. Okay, we have 3 so far. And how much was it needed? 6 as well. 6 for that. 6 for everything, it would seem. I can't actually see the cattle at the moment. Oh, we've got 2 just here. Okay, drive the cattle onwards. So they're combined together. Good. That makes that a little easier. Okay, let's see how we did here. It says that 3,200 was added to the treasury, so it means that we might actually be doing kind of okay here. Things are starting to balance out. We're seeing a lot more green. That's good. And hey, look, the dye works at Valisar has started coming back. Great. The rents are looking pretty good across the road. We're still losing, some to tax inefficiency, but that's a positive net change. That is really, really good news for us. And we haven't even been in wars. Like, that's a massive deal for us. You know, we've just been doing this little bit of fighting, and we are actually starting to create wealth. Shock horror, I know. Okay, so that's another 2. But we still need many more. Wow, you have a lot of prisoners. I mean, they're doing their job. They are certainly doing their job. Let's hope that Traeger has something for us. We still need grain for them, but yeah, we'll see how we do. We can recruit from them, though. Ooh. I'm half tempted to do it. We do need to get more recruits overall. So yes, sure, we will recruit from you. Now, let's see. We are going to see if we can buy supplies. Of course, you're selling chalices. Okay. Alright, do you have any cattle for us? Please do. You have 1. Brilliant. That's really, really good. Now let's hope that Uthmo has something for us. We can see that our... we were looking pretty good down there. Oh, I don't want to lose that cattle, so let's make sure we actually pick them up. Drive you onwards. Okay, onwards to here. And we shall buy. Okay, yep, it's definitely our speciality. We'll meet and greet. You don't have any more. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to have to try the enemy's villages yet again. Have something for me, please. Okay. Let's see. Buy cattle. You have no cattle. That is unfortunate. Buy supplies then. Some pottery. Interesting, but not what we're after. Let's have a look at Loris then. Some of our villagers wandering through the forest. Okay, village elder, please have something for us. You have 1. Fantastic. So we only need 1 more at this stage. That's really, really good. And you're selling lumber. Okay. Now, I guess we've got Gaios over here. Alright, some of our troops are ready to be upgraded. Nice. Please have what we need. Cattle? No cattle! Of course you don't. Of course you don't. And you just sell lumber. You dummy. Alright. Let's make our way down to here for now. We're hearing fighting, and luckily it is just the honourable men that are roaming around here, and oh wow! Okay, Archon of Larath is travelling around here, and yeah, he's creating some trouble. He most certainly is. He's got 300 troops, so if we're going to answer that, we're going to have to bring quite a lot. That's, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay. Let's see how our marketplace is doing at the moment. Selling chalices, of course, as you do. We still have the other decorated longbow to go and give away. let's have a look here. We have our levies, which we are going to go ahead and upgrade, pretty much all of them into spearmen at this stage, and I'm going to have to pick up some of the troops from here if we're going to be able to fight the big boy Archon that's roaming around. 300 troops is quite a lot. This is definitely going to be the battle of the episode, so I'm going to go ahead and manage the garrison, and I will be back. At this stage, I'm kind of just running around. I've been able to make it to Bravos and back across, but 354 is a lot of troops, and these aren't, your average troops. There are some pretty decent quality troops in here as well. We would need a lot more to be able to face the Archon in open battle. I'm really hoping that we can kind of lure him into attacking us somewhere else, or lure him into attacking an enemy. Then we might be able to make something of a difference, but at the moment we're a little stuck. He's attacking farmers, so I would hope that the honourable men would do something about that, but they are not. They are not. Really, all we can do is just try and fish around here. And we are going to be faster. But yeah, I think we're going to have to let some time pass here and just hope to kind of wait them out if we can. Oh, and Norvos is here. How wonderful. I think they are actually starting to siege Rios as well. Okay, we need to get in here ASAP. Okay, we've made it here. We're going to go ahead and manage our garrison. We're going to go and put all these troops back, and, well, I think before we do, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a few. And I think we're just going to have to wait here. We have some action happening outside of here. Looks like they just went for our village farmers, quite possibly. Yes. But we don't want them taking Rios, so if that means we need to sacrifice another village, then that's what we'll have to do. We will continue to wait here for some time. Let's see what becomes of this. You know what? Looks like they're heading on out of here. But unfortunately, our village is under siege yet again. So we're going to go ahead and ride up there, see if we can pull them away, and really we're just going to keep on trying to pool our resources for the time being. And our village has been raided officially. There wasn't much we could really do to break a siege. Well, a raid of 300 plus units. We can't match that right now. I am still trying to see if we could get any cattle from the nearby area, as we only need one. And really the only other thing we could do is just try and force them to give us some. But they're saying that they don't have any, so I'm going to assume that they don't. Now, I don't know if there is going to be another attack. And yes, it would seem Uthmo is going to go down next, so that is going to affect our bottom line, but there ain't much we can really do to change that. But just try and run around our friend here, and it looks like he might have actually gone away. We might have gotten lucky there. Yes, unfortunately, our town is going to take a little while to recover there, but we can only hope that eventually they will. Onwards towards Seno to see if we can find any more cattle. Let's see, we're at Gara on the edge of our territory, and it would seem that they want us to train them how to protect themselves better against bandits. So we're going to have to spend a little bit of time here. It's a little bit of a risky proposition because, well, bad things can happen within that time. We might just have to try and break away. For now, though, we can teach 3 of them how to fight, and we'll see how we fare against 3. I don't think they're going to be able to do much, if any, damage to us, just with our armor, because this is just a stick. Hey, it gives us a chance to improve our polearms, and I gotta think that's going to help them learn. They're nice and close here, and they're actually trying to attack Gara at the moment with pretty decent numbers, and I think they're probably going to be successful. I don't know how I can break away from this without us engaging them, which is kind of what we need to do for now. But hey, if we can kind of help teach the villagers how to protect themselves before we leave them to be attacked by, the Norvosi, it's something. And it's unbearable. Okay, I guess we just have to leave now. Yes, we can't help them because they're currently being raided. Well, that's fantastic. There is a siege going on there at the moment. I feel like you guys should maybe be focusing on the siege. I mean, that's just me. I feel like that's something I would do in this instance, but no, that's fine. You do you. Okay, I have asked for some troops to be recruited here, as I think it's going to be good for us. And you know what? Let's actually have a look. maybe we could look into building a training yard. It's not going to cost us that much. We are going to go on. We're not going to pay from our treasury. We'll keep funds in the treasury as they are at the moment. We still have a decent amount ourselves, but it's good to know that Rias will have a little bit more in terms of protection. We're going to do the same thing for Bravos as well. We do need to be careful though, because it's kind of the situation that we got into before where we just had too many troops overall, and it's not good for anyone. An offer to buy our other lord. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and take it, because now we don't have any with us. I feel a little bit better now. Okay, we've had another week go by and things are still looking really good. The tariffs from Bravos are actually really, really nice. Unfortunately, the Ironworks has taken a bit of a dip, but we're seeing numbers coming in from all over the place here, and unfortunately we're not going to get any rents from Traeger at the moment, but everything's looking pretty good overall, and we're actually seeing an increase in that wealth, which is fantastic. I'm super happy to see that upward trend continuing, and I don't think that's the funding that's actually in our inventory, so that's on top of what we have at the moment, so I'm very, very happy with that. Fortunately, it's still kind of struggling to just get the grain that we need and the cattle that we need, but I'm just waiting a little bit longer in the hopes that Uthmo here, or one of the other locations, is going to restock. Okay, we're going to start investing in some of our towns a little bit more. We're going to go and pay from our treasury to have a mill constructed here in Galano. We're going to do the same thing in Uthmo as well, because these three I think we're going to try to keep under our own command. Right, while waiting, we've had someone from Pincers sticking their nose into Galano here, and they don't have a massive party. We might be able to scare them off. We could look at taking some of the garrison from Rios here. I think that's probably going to be the easiest thing for us to do. Lorath and Tyrosh have made peace. Well, that's terribly unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we're looking at 96 of our own. I feel like that should be sufficient enough to be able to scare off Ordello here. We'll find out. No, apparently not, but we'll have others assisting us in the matter. I really think you should just bugger off, but I don't think he's going to listen to us. Yep, he won't accept peace, so surrender or die. And Pentos, they don't hate us that much, but, they're not giving us much of a choice. If you're going to raid our towns, then this is what's going to happen. We are going to plan, though. We're going to prepare orders, dispatch, and head to battle. Let's see what awaits us. Okay, so they are just hanging out in the town. We obviously have all of our troops outside here. So let's get that cavalry heading over that way. And we've got this nice long line of infantry. We don't have too much in the way of archers, but our infantry's looking pretty good. We're going to see if we can get them into a proper formation type. So we're going to formation type, and we're going to go shield wall. I think they are in a shield wall. It's just like a massive shield wall. And they don't really have shields, so I guess there's that. I'm happy with their movement for now. But I think once the others start to make their way out of the town, we'll make our move. Starting off. There we go. You're next. Ow! How dare you? Let's see. Really just gonna stand there? Apparently you are. Around we go. Watch for those javelins. Hello. You look important. Just a guard. Cavalry should probably get out of there now. It's just our companions though, so they'll bounce back. The infantry line's just standing strong as they muck around out the front of it. Oh, head our horse.
further down. Hitting a few shields. Alright, infantry, we're going to get you to charge in now. Just envelop them. Okay, let's clean them up. For the crab. Good stuff. It's totally overwhelmed. I actually think that's Lord there. Yep, pretty sure. This is what remains of their troops. Okay, let's finish them off. And that's the last one. Well done. Well done. Yeah, it looks like we took a javelin right through the thigh, but we'll live. 3 killed. Yeah, we got a lot more of theirs. Okay, he did manage to escape, but we successfully defended Galano. I'm happy with that. We're going to go ahead and return these troops after we get a few of them upgraded to veterans. Yes. So far, so good. And that is actually where we're going to be wrapping things up for today. Now, I know it is a very short episode, and we didn't manage to achieve too much as Raewyn, but a lot of things are going on behind the scenes here, and a lot of time is still passing. I'm going to have to try and just wait through this period as we build up some more funds so that we might be able to, well, just properly defend what our kingdom consists of so far. We have a really decent amount in the Iron Bank at this point. I think that's going to help bankroll our future wars. Finishing these wars isn't something that's going to happen very, very easily at all. It costs a lot. It costs a lot. And even though we can see that we're getting 1,000 coined every so often, and that's going to keep on increasing actually because it's just gaining interest. Yeah, we're still going to have some trouble with it overall, but I think we are making progress, and look at that. We've just gone from average to rich in Bravos, so that's actually really good news for us. So finally, these places are starting to bounce back. The prosperity is returning to where it was before, and I think we're going to be able to surpass it, but it is going to be a bit of a slow burn. And so, with that, I'm going to continue on in the background to see if we can progress a little bit further, up until a point where we're going to be able to really reach out with that pincer of ours and take more of Essos under Carcinus's command. So, thank you very much for your patience and your support of this series. For now though, I've been Raikon, and, well, Lord Sebastian Farman is attacking us. So until next time, stay tuned. Well, you didn't think I was just going to leave that easily, did you? No, Sebastian Farman is going to go down, and we are doing this just with our companions and the villagers from inside the village. So, yeah, we actually have 77, even though we've only brought 15 to the battle. So I hope these villagers are going to be able to pull a little bit of their weight. We are going to go ahead and repair, dispatch our orders, and we'll see how we fare with our very, very unskilled, untrained troops against whatever that is inside the town here. You see, we only have a few of our archers in the back. We have a really decent long infantry line. Cavalry, hold out over there. That's the place. Let's see if we can start things off, Raewyn. I'm always hunting for the Lord if we can see him. Not in this instance. Westerland troops. Very interesting. You must have been a Westerland Lord at some point. Yeah, you must have been. Very interesting. Alright, let's aim for the front. Here we go. Let's get a move on. have defeated him. Well done, villagers. Well done. Okay, well, it's good to know that we can defeat those kinds of numbers. And, well, he managed to escape for now. We can actually try and recruit some of these interesting clansmen. You know what? Sure. We'll go ahead and get some of them into here. Why not? Deteriorated, but that's perfectly fine. And so, for real this time, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you for sticking with me, and properly now. I've been Raikon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to our Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this content possible.